Welcome to Pitch Your Nonprofit post show for today. I'm super excited. We're just going to get set up here. Let's get everything together. I am so excited to talk about what happened tonight on Pitch Your Nonprofit show. This is Pitch Your Nonprofit on May 13th. 2021, and I'm excited to talk about it. So in case you don't know what Pitch Your Nonprofit show is, I'm your host of Pitch Your Nonprofit. I have to tell you, it's the most fulfilling show that I've ever been a part of. I'm so thankful to have this opportunity to be a part of this show. It is a show where nonprofit founders take the stage and pitch their organization for a chance to win hardcore cash. And I don't say like win like a game show, but win on the merit of their passion and their mission. I'm extremely excited to be the host of the show because I have seen so many people just come on the stage and they're like crying and falling out and just all sorts of things. And the connection in the community, I will say the community is what drives me with Pitch Your Nonprofit. Pitch Your Nonprofit show, it brings together a community of people who are passionate about social impact and social good. And as you know, with millennials taking over the job force and taking over the market, every company has to have a social good component. You just have to have that in order to be a successful and thriving organization and business in 2021. I wanted to kind of start doing this post show and not even kind of do it. We did it a bit last week, but I want to do a post show of the pitches that took place tonight. So in case you're wondering, how do you become a part of Pitch Your Nonprofit? You go to pitchyournonprofit.com, and you apply to pitch. Only thing you have to do, there's only 2 rules. You have to be a nonprofit founder and you have to be ready to pitch. And we have other videos that you can kind of check out as to how to prepare to take the stage, how to prepare to pitch, how to identify the shark that you want, and how to get that funding. To date, we have funded over 225,000. Well, after tonight, I can't even say 225,000. It's definitely more than that. $225,000 to nonprofit founders. We are the #1 nonprofit show on Clubhouse, and I'm very proud of that. I'm so proud of being the #1 nonprofit show on Clubhouse because we're the #1 nonprofit show on Clubhouse. So if you have a nonprofit organization and you need funding, connections, community, Pitch Your Nonprofit is the place to be. I want to talk about the sharks. So tonight we have a resident of 5 sharks for Pitch Your Nonprofit show. And tonight we have the opportunity of 2 amazing sharks, which this duo, I love this duo. I'll give you a quick little backstory on this duo, Mike Shaw and Gerald Moore. I love their energy. They're so dynamic. They're so great. I love their energy because they have a long history together. They DJ together back in the day. They grew up together. So the conversation and camaraderie is definitely there on stage. One thing about Pitch Your Nonprofit is definitely not one of those shows where you have to come like with your suit buttoned up. You don't have to be your LinkedIn self when you come to Pitch Your Nonprofit show. You have to come to bring the heat, but you don't have to be LinkedIn. You can be more Instagram. Yeah, more Instagram. And I say that not because Instagram's the back channel on Clubhouse, but because that is the kind of personality that we need. We need the stats, we need the data, but more importantly, we need you to show up with your organization right here, your organization on the forefront, your organization in your heart, your organization ready to move forward, right? Ready to move forward. I want to take a look. Well, first I'll talk about the sharks that attended tonight. The sharks that attended tonight, we had Gerald Moore. So what I do is it's a lot producing a Clubhouse show. Like it's a lot going on with that. And I want to make sure that it is just not all fun and games. It is not just, okay, let me go ahead and click here. No, getting on Clubhouse. And as you can see, we've got receipts galore. I want to pull up my Instagram quickly so you can see what the receipts actually look like here. I don't know if you can see that. If you can see it. There it is. There's Picture NonProfit show right there. What I want to talk about today are the pitches. The pitches. Mike Shaw is the co-founder of Team Jenny Bean. It is a childhood cancer foundation. He's also the founder of MSI Brand Solutions, which focuses on helping nonprofits pull out their brand story. And we had Gerald C. Moore, who is the founder of Mission Fulfilled, and he focuses on helping young Black boys get into tech. And he also has unconventional ways of funding nonprofit organizations. He's raised over $100,000 on LinkedIn. He's an award-winning author, and he has various strategies to help you engage with your audience and donors. They were our key sharks today, and I am so excited to hear the feedback from everyone that was there. Today we had Reggie Jenkins, Diamond Craig, Erica Colson, Abigail Peterson, Jamila Tucker Moreno. And we had, let's see, how many is that? That's 5 pitches today. I feel like we had more. But we gave a lot of feedback. We gave a lot of feedback on the pitches. I feel like we have more pitches. I don't know, but I take note to make sure that everyone's getting tracked. I want to go quickly through each one so you can know exactly who they are. And of course, I'm doing this pre-show to give people an opportunity that didn't get a chance to check out Pitch Your NonProfit. They can know who pitched tonight. So Reggie Jenkins came through. He started out the show with Unique Academy. Unique Academy helps young boys. He's in Memphis, and he's talking about in Memphis how a lot of Black boys don't get the opportunity to really excel and exceed at life because of various hurdles. And his goal is to help them by educating them with character building opportunities, leadership, and tech. I loved how he came through talking about Unique Academy. It was phenomenal. He introduced us to his pitch. One thing that he did say along his pitch was he'd been in the show for a while, for weeks, and he had taken notes. He'd taken notes, and he said, I know what you guys like. I'm going to give you what you like and not anything more. It was so funny because he was pitching and abruptly stopped. We didn't know what happened to him or if we lost his connection or what. We didn't know what happened to him. And Gerald asked him, hey, Reggie, you there? He said, I've seen what you guys do to people that ramble on. I'm not going to be one of those people. And Reggie came through and he received funding tonight. Reggie received funding. One thing that I love about Unique Academy, Reggie is in the Pitch Your NonProfit Leadership Membership Community, which I love that he is a part of that community. And again, go to pitchyournonprofit.com if you want to be a part of the Pitch Your NonProfit Leadership Membership Community. He did receive a contribution of $250 from Mission Fulfilled, from Gerald Moore at Mission Fulfilled. $250. I don't know how many people, I don't know how many apps you can go to and just come to a platform and tell your story, what you're trying to do. Do you know how long sometimes it takes people to get a one contribution of $100? I just think it's amazing that he was able to do that, and he was able to get that funding. I think it's so phenomenal. And he also received connections and a personal invite from Mike Shaw to get into his DMs. And I'm looking forward to see what comes out of that story. I'm already connected with Reggie, and I look forward to continuing to work with him. And stay on the lookout for an interview that I did with Reggie that I think you'll really enjoy and really, really like and can learn a lot from. Next up, we had Diamond Craig. Diamond Craig is the founder of Purposely Pretty Inc. Purposely Pretty. I loved her organization and what it stood for. Purposely Pretty. She came out the gate. She said, hey, when I was graduating from school and I saw all of these Instagram people and I saw all of this imagery posted on social media, I could see people being routed in a way that could possibly not be beneficial for them in the future. And I'm going to do something to let young girls know that you don't have to just be pretty. You can be purposefully pretty, which means that you have purpose and substance behind your looks and behind your beauty. I love that concept. I love the work that she's doing for young ladies and how she's helping them with confidence and character building, because I know when you can teach a young girl, when you can teach a woman, you transform the world. And it starts with confidence and character building. And a lot of times people don't have the opportunity to be poured into with confidence and character building, because sometimes people come from single parent homes, they come from families that don't really focus on confidence and character building. And that's the number one thing I personally feel like confidence and character building is more important than education. You can be educated, unfortunately, and have the confidence that keeps you bound in these cycles of these generational curses that you just don't want to be a part of. So having the opportunity to build character and confidence from scratch for these young ladies, I think, is key. And her organization is doing that. And she is in New York. And she said, Brooklyn, people from New York think what New York is about. I do want to encourage her to, because she said Jamaica, Queens. And I thought, oh, wow, we don't fund outside of the US. But then she started talking about Brooklyn, and I had to put two and two together that she was talking about the US and New York. Everybody from New York always thinks you're from New York. No, we're not. But I do want to say that I love her organization, what she's doing. We invited her to come back. Her pitch needed a bit more work. It was a bit lengthy for what we're looking for on Pitch Your Nonprofit. We're looking for pitches that are a bit concise, and we go with that format of concise to the point. I'll give you the perfect pitch framework from Pitch Your Nonprofit. The perfect pitch framework is just tell us who you are, what do you do, what do you want? And if you want to add the icing on the cake, it is why you. Why you allows you to tell your personal story in your pitch. And that allows you to add the element of just that personal connection, that personal component that you really need in order to move people to cut that check. And that's exactly what you're going for here. When you're pitching, that's what you're going for. And next up, we had Erica Colson, My Extended Hands. Oh, I love this organization. I love this organization. It was so fantastic. She really, now let me give you this quick little backstory. Erica is a 16-year veteran at banking and financial institution. She has 16 years at a financial institution. She did not name the institution, but she did say in the banking industry. That is what caused her. That's what prompted her to start this financial literacy organization. She saw that people that had access to this information was equipped for society and for the world. And when you don't have access to financial literacy, as I talked about tonight, you don't have access to financial literacy, that means you don't have access to wealth, because someone could hand you $1 million right now, today, on May 2021, they could hand you $1 million today. And if you don't know how to manage your money, invest your money, and most importantly, protect your money, you will end up in the same space that you were before they gave you those funds. So I think it's important. So whenever anyone is talking about financial literacy for, as what she called, underserved or underrepresented communities and minorities, I am a fan right off the bat. I am a fan of it immediately because I think it's key and necessary. And she did mention that sometimes people come from a low income environment, or they may come from a single parent household where they just don't have the opportunity to kind of pour in on the financial literacy. And as I explained today on the show, when you lack financial literacy, you set yourself back not 1 year, 5 years, but a generation. Multiple generations are being set back when you don't have access to financial literacy. So I love what Erica Colson is doing at My Extended Hands. Next up, we had Abigail Peterson at Magnify Wellness app. Magnify Wellness app. I love, 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 love what she's doing over there. You've got this high school student that experienced some bullying and depression, and she decided to marry her technical skills with entrepreneurship and create an app that I think she said had over 50,000 users for this app at Magnify Wellness. I think that's just amazing. And Magnify Wellness app is an app that caused her to not caused her, but allowed her to really connect with community and help her and her mom build this kind of sense of safety with mental health that they were lacking in their community. And I believe that her building this product is just the beginning. She is a first year college student, and she built this app as a senior in high school, and it's just really taking off for her. People were so engaged with this app and Abigail that she grabbed the attention of all three sharks. I can't wait to update you on her story. I'm absolutely loving it. And finally, we had Jamila Tucker Moreno. I love what she's doing and what she's doing in Autism Rec. She received, now Jamila, backstory on Jamila, she is one of our most improved founders. The first week she pitched, she did not grab a shark. The second week, she did not grab a shark. The third week, she did not grab a shark. But she kept coming back. She kept iterating. She kept executing. She took the pitch practice. She took the perfect pitch. She took all of the feedback and she perfected her pitch, and she continued to grab the sharks. Tonight, she grabbed $800 from Mike Shaw, and Mike rewarded her efforts, her commitment and dedication for her organization. And I want to also add, she activated the audience. Mike activated the audience on her behalf with the hero story. I am still getting messages and still getting DMs from people who contributed to her organization. And this is Jamila right here posting about her organization and what she received. I am still getting these messages. Yeah, people are sending her. I've got a couple of people that sent her $50. Janelle sent her $50 towards her mission of the van. She has this van that she's trying to activate. And Sasha sent her $50. Oh, wow. More people are sending to her. Okay, this is phenomenal. I am still reading this, so bear with me here. I'm reading this. I absolutely love this. I want to just give you an outline of what's going on and invite you to come to pitchyournonprofit.com, come to Pitch Your Nonprofit Show if you are a nonprofit founder, and connect with community and get funded. I'm telling you, people come to the show to talk about their mission, talk about their organization, and they get the checks. You can come and look at the receipts, and I'll post them too on my Instagram. You will see that on my Instagram, so you can check there. And also apply to pitch, but even if you don't apply to pitch, just come to the show and listen, because you don't have to pitch. That's a lot of pressure. I know some people just say, you know what? I don't know if I'm ready to take the stage. I'm not sure. But I will tell you this, when you come to the show, I advise that you come to the show at least 3 to 4 times before you take the stage, because that way you'll have an idea of what the sharks are looking for. Each shark has a certain thing that they're looking out for, and that can help you tailor your pitch. But I also say this every week, every time you pitch, it is not about the sharks that are on the stage when you're pitching your organization. When you are pitching your organization, it helps you to cultivate your story and how you communicate with potential funders and potential donors, because you have to go out in the real world and pitch. You cannot be all over the place. You can't be like, oh, well, I've got these 18 programs and I want to tell you about them. Nope. We want you to come in a very concise and succinct way to help communicate your message. It is about the stage, but on the other side, it's not really about the stage, because you have to know how to present yourself going forward. And it kind of turns into pitch practice / public speaking class, but it's really coming to the stage and saying, hey, I've got my pitch and I'm ready to go. But you can come to Pitch Your Nonprofit Leadership Community, join the community, DM me on Instagram, message me, feel free to reach out, go to pitchyournonprofit.com. feel free to reach out. I would love to have you a part of our Founding 100. We are building that from scratch. It's a community of nonprofit founders. It is the home for nonprofit founders. If you are a founder, we go over how to pitch your organization. We get you the visibility that you need. This is the best way to connect with your audience and to meet new people. I am super excited to do this post show to let you know what happened on pitchyournonprofit.com. I'm Liberty Madison, and you can follow me everywhere at Liberty Madison on Instagram, Twitter. Don't follow me on Facebook because I probably won't message you there. That's just what it is. I will look forward to seeing you guys next time. I'm glad you enjoyed the show, and I will see you next Thursday.